I'm Kazeem, Dayo Ibraheem, assistant track coach for UMass Lowell's cross-country track and field team, and I'm a graduating class of 2002. When I was younger, I played soccer, played football and basketball. Once I got into high school, I was on the football team and the basketball team, and I did spring track. What got me more into track was my high school football coach. He was the head track coach and the football coach, and he kind of wanted all of us football players to be under his thumb a little more. So I kind of left basketball and decided to go indoor and outdoor track, and that kind of just grew my passion for the sport. My journey with Lowell is when I started college. I knew I wanted to still be a part of a team. Coach Davis took a chance on me when I was accepted here to Lowell, and I came to Lowell, where he let me walk onto the team. I was able to improve on what I was already doing. There was a lot that I learned from Coach Davis and Mike Extra. Big highlights for me was my last meeting there as a senior. Coach Davis and Coach Extra said, "Hey, this is your last one. There's nothing left, to hold back, just kind of go for it all," and ended up running my best time ever all time at that last race, and qualifying for the final, and then better that time one more last time. So thinking I was never going to really hit that mark, and they always believed that I could hit it and get there. I ended up hitting it before I left completely, which was on that very last meet, which was very special. It's funny, I never really thought that I would go into coaching. It's one of those where Coach Davis was a really big mentor for me throughout my undergrad years. Upon graduation, when I was on the job hunt, he was like, used to think about, helping out in coaching for a little bit. He was retiring, there was a new coach coming in. Coach Davis, talked with Coach Gardner at that time and said, I've got a graduating person. And Gary then took a flyer on me, not knowing me at all. Being the new coach coming in, just on Coach Davis's word, and I had a ton to learn, and Gary was very understanding and, kind of helped develop me as a coach, which has led into my professional career as well. I get a lot of joy and pride in coaching here at Lowell. I mean, Lowell has done a lot for me. The opportunities that I was given when Coach Davis was here, even with Gary hiring me on. Coaching here and giving back to the young student athletes that are coming in, I'm hoping I can encroach a little bit of what I've learned on them and let them know that they've got a resource in myself. Those of us that have the ability to take what we've learned and the value that we got from being students here and then come back to work here to help pay that forward, I think is great. Black history means to me is I feel it's important that we understand our past and that we can learn from the past. I do think there's still a lot more we can learn, and there's still a lot further we can go, and that's how I look at Black History Month. I think it's where we can learn teachable moments. What can we take from our history, the good and the bad, and how can we apply it to the future? Conversation is very important. I think if you stop talking about it, we will never really get to that point where we can find a viable solution. The importance of Black History Month, just history in general, is being able to look at something that has happened and then look at it through a different set of eyes, right? I might see it one way, but then another person might see it a different way and interpret it a different way. But it allows us to have discussion and collaborate on their thoughts and opinions of that same situation, and then we can both learn from it. This is the time to really understand your heritage and understand where you came from and understand what your parents and those before you went through to get you to where you're at today. So I'm very grateful to my parents and those before them that, the hard work that they did that allowed me the privilege to go to school, go to a university such as UMass Lowell, a very outstanding university, which has allowed me to then have a career going forward. I think it's very important to ask those questions and just to be involved. The evolution that we've made, that we're making and we're continuing to make, and the changes that we're continuing to strive for. There's still lots of change that still needs to happen, but we're definitely working for a bigger and brighter future.